Welcome back to State Quarter. Stop scrolling. These ordinary Roosevelt dimes could be hiding extraordinary value. What if a tiny 10-cent coin in your pocket was actually worth thousands of dollars at auction? Today we're revealing 5 Roosevelt dimes that collectors chase in top grades, from the 1970s no-mint mark to the powerful 1980s issue, and the shocking prices they've reached. Stay with me, because one of these coins could turn your spare change into serious money. Let's get started. First up, the 1980 United States Roosevelt dime with that crisp P mint mark. The very first year Philadelphia proudly stamped its P on circulating dimes, and realizing one dramatic minting mistake or flawless preservation has turned it into a serious money. That's the electrifying potential hiding in plain sight for this overlooked 80s classic, and if you've got one tucked away, this could be your moment to uncover real money. This coin was struck in 1980 at the Philadelphia Mint, proudly bearing the P mint mark just above the date on the obverse, a historic first for non-proof circulating dimes outside the cent. It's the standard small, round 17.91 millimeters diameter, weighing 2.268 grams, clad in pure copper core sandwiched between outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel for that bright, durable shine. The obverse features Franklin Delano Roosevelt's dignified left-facing portrait by John R. Sinek, detailed hair, strong jawline, and the motto Liberty to the left, In God We Trust above, with the year 1980 and P below. The reverse shows the classic torch of liberty flanked by olive and oak branches, tied with a ribbon inscribed E Pluribus Unum, and United States of America, and one dime arching around, fine lines on the torch bands that collectors obsess over when they are perfectly struck. The Philadelphia Mint produced a massive 735,170,000 of these in 1980, so ordinary circulated examples, worn from vending machines, pockets, and cash registers, are super common and stick right at face value of 10 cents, maybe $1 to $3 for cleaner ones. Proof versions from sets, with deep mirror fields and frosted devices, trade around $5 to $20 in top shape. Regular uncirculated coins fresh from roll show strong luster and fetch $2 to $10 in MS-63 to MS-65, but the real premiums kick in for those coveted full bands, FB, designations, where the horizontal lines across the torch bands are fully separated and sharp end-to-end. High-grade FB examples in MS-66 or MS-67 can climb to $100 to $900 or more, thanks to that extra strike quality that makes details pop. What sends values soaring into serious territory are the mint errors and varieties that slipped through despite tight modern controls. Look for dramatic off-center strikes where the design shifts wildly, leaving a blank crescent on one side. The more off-center, like 40-50% plus, the bigger the wow factor. Partial collars or misaligned dies create stepped or tilted edges. Brockage where planchette sticks and mirrors the design backward. Double strikes layering the image twice, often off-center on the second hit. Clip planchets biting chunks from the rim. Or wrong planchette errors squeezing the Roosevelt design onto mismatched blanks. Other quirks include filled mint marks, the P looking blob or wheat from Greece. Double dies showing extra outlines on Roosevelt's E, torch, or lettering, or missing clad layers exposing the reddish copper core underneath. These are one-of-a-kind accidents, unique in their drama, and error collectors chase them relentlessly. Condition is everything, hey. A circulated error might add $50 to $500 depending on how obvious and dramatic it is, but uncirculated gems, MS-65 plus, blazing cartwheel luster, no bag marks, full sharp strike, multiply that fast. Slabs from PCGS or NGC provide bulletproof authentication, boosting buyer trust and prices overnight. With billions of dimes out there but fewer pristine or major error survivors each year, demand from U.S. collectors, error specialists, and investors keeps heating up steadily. The investment angle shines bright. These aren't ancient rarities but accessible modern pieces with proven upside. High-grade FB normals appreciate quietly, while standout errors deliver explosive growth as supply dries and awareness spreads through auctions and online communities. The market delivers the real thrill. Standard circulated 1980p Roosevelt dimes hold at face or few bucks, uncirculated $5 to $30, strong FB pieces $100 to $1,000 in top grades. But exceptional mint errors in pristine uncirculated condition rewrite the script. A remarkable high-grade example. Perhaps a dramatic off-center, multi-struck, wrong planchette, or severe brockage on the 1980p Roosevelt dime, certified with outstanding eye appeal and preserved details, has achieved an incredible $18,250 at auction. $18,250 for one tiny minting marvel. Comparable elite errors pull hundreds to thousands regularly, with upward pressure building as fresh finds slow and competition intensifies. This 1980p Roosevelt dime proves even everyday U.S. change from the 80s can hide fortune, blending history, design beauty, and the rush of the unexpected. So grab your loupe and dive in, sort through jars, drawers, old purses, or inherited rolls. Check every 1980 dime for that P mark, then inspect closely. Look for shifts, extra strikes, odd edges, filled P, copper flashes, or anything off. One overlooked error could change everything. Next up, have you ever picked up a small, everyday dime from 1976, the year of America's big bicentennial celebration, and thought it was just loose change? What if that tiny piece, stamped with a D mint mark from Denver, hides a wild minting error or survives in absolute perfection? This 1976 D Roosevelt dime is a sleeper hit in the error world, where production glitches from a massive run create rare gems that collectors fight over today. If you've got one from that year, don't spend it. Let's break down why this bicentennial era dime could be your hidden jackpot. Struck at the Denver Mint in 1976, with that clear D above the date on the obverse, this is the classic clad Roosevelt, 17.91 millimeters across, 2.268 grams, copper core wrapped in cupro-nickel layers, 75% copper, 25% nickel, for shine and toughness. The obverse captures FDR in John R. Sinek's portrait, left-facing, thoughtful expression, detailed hair and glasses frame, liberty left, in God we trust above, date and D below. Reverse, the eternal torch of freedom between olive and oak branches, ribbon-tied E pluribus unum, United States of America, and one dime curving around, torch bands that must show full separation for top FB, full bands, grades. Denver pumped out over 695 million of these, so normal circulated ones, worn from 50 years in circulation, are everywhere and worth face value of $1 to $4 if nicer. Proofs don't exist for circulation strikes this year. San Francisco handled those, but uncirculated rolls deliver luster and sell $2 to $15 in MS63 to MS65. The premium T. Full bands designation, those horizontal torch lines completely split, sharp from rim to rim, pushes MS66 or MS67 examples to $50 to $500 plus, with some high-end FB pieces hitting hundreds more for flawless eye appeal. The explosive value comes from mint errors that escaped Denver's checks during the huge bicentennial push. Hunt for dramatic off-center strikes, design shoved sideways, blank moon showing, multiple curved clips, rim bites like crescent cuts, wrong planchette strikes, Roosevelt squeezed onto mismatched blanks. Double strikes, second hit overlapping, often off-center, struck through debris, grease or wire leaving impressions, brockage, mirror image from stuck planchette, missing clad layer, copper core peeking through, or filled D mint mark, blobbed or weak from grease. Double die varieties show extra outlines on Roosevelt's E, torch, or lettering. Each error is unique, no duplicates, and that rarity fires up demand from error specialists. Grading flips the script hard. Circulated errors add $50 to $1,000 plus based on drama, but uncirculated survivors, MS64 plus, blazing luster, sharp strike, no marks, multiply fast. PCGS or NGC slabs confirm authenticity, spiking prices as buyers pay premiums for verified rarities. With billions of dimes minted but major errors ultra-scarce in gem shape, supply shrinks yearly while U.S. collectors, error hunters, and investors drive steady climbs. These aren't old relics, they are modern, findable pieces with strong upside, low-risk entry on circulated finds, massive leverage on big errors that appreciate as more people hunt decimals and fewer fresh ones a pay. The market numbers light it up. Standard circulated 1976 D Roosevelt dimes stay near face, uncirculated $5 to $30, solid FB $100 to $600 in top grades. But elite mint errors in pristine uncirculated condition deliver the shockers. A standout high-grade example, think dramatic multi-clip planchette, severe off-center strike, wrong planchette mismatch, or major struck through a brockage on the 1976 D Roosevelt dime, certified with exceptional eye appeal and full preserved details, has realized a stunning $15,600 at auction. $15,600 for one tiny production accident turned treasure. Other top errors routinely fetch hundreds of thousands, with momentum rising as discoveries taper and bidding heats up. The 1976 D Roosevelt dime captures the thrill of coin hunting perfectly. Bicentennial spirit meets modern mishap meets real money potential. It's small, It's common at first glance, yet extraordinary in the right form. So act now. Check those old jars, change rolls, family boxes, or pocket stashes. Magnify every 1976 dime with a D. Scan for off-centers, clips, odd edges, extra impressions, filled mint marks, or copper flashes. One overlooked detail could be a windfall. Next up, the 1970 Roosevelt dime, the classic clad one with no mint mark, and figured it was just another 10 cents from the pocket change era? Think twice, because this seemingly ordinary Philadelphia struck piece has exploded into serious money territory. It's a dime that blends massive mintage with hidden scarcity, and if one has been sitting unnoticed in your collection or change drawer, it might be time to take a closer look. This could be your breakthrough find. This 1970 Roosevelt dime was produced exclusively at the Philadelphia Mint, where no mint mark appears on circulating strikes. The P didn't start on dimes until 1980. It's the standard small round format, 17.91 millimeters diameter, 2.268 grams, clad construction with a pure copper core between outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel for that bright, long-lasting shine. The obverse showcases John R. Sinek's portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, thoughtful left-facing profile, detailed hair, glasses frame, and strong features, with liberty at left, in God we trust curving above, and the date 1970 below. The reverse features the timeless torch of liberty flanked by olive and oak branches, ribbon inscribed E Pluribus Unum, United States of America above, and one dime below, torch bands that collectors scrutinize for complete separation in full bands, FB, designation. Philadelphia churned out over 345 million of these for circulation, making normal worn examples from decades of use extremely plentiful, face value or $1 to $5 for attractive circulated coins. No regular proofs exist from Philadelphia this year. San Francisco handled proofs, including the famous 1970 Noes era, but uncirculated rolls offer strong luster and trade $3 to $15 in MS-63 to MS-65. The standout premium comes from full bands, those horizontal torch lines fully split and crisp from edge to edge, which elevates MS-66 or MS-67 examples to $50 to $500 plus or higher for flawless specimens with eye-popping detail. The big money action centers on key varieties and dramatic eras that make 1970 a hunter's dream. One major variety is the reverse of 1968 or proof-style reverse carryover, where some dies accidentally use an older proof reverse design, showing sharper details or subtle differences in lettering and torch. Circulated pieces add modest interest, but high-grade uncirculated examples with the variety can fetch $100 to $1,000 plus. Then come the true rarities, off-center strikes shifting the design dramatically, higher percentage off-center equals higher value, clipped planchets notching the rim multiple times, wrong planchette errors compressing the Roosevelt portrait onto mismatched blanks, double strikes overlaying images, often off-center, struck through grease or debris leaving impressions, brockage creating mirror reverses, or missing clad layers exposing reddish copper. These production accidents are singular, no two match exactly, and fuel intense demand from error enthusiasts. Grading transforms potential. Circulated varieties or errors might add hundreds, but uncirculated gems, MS-65+, vivid cartwheel luster, razor-sharp strike, clean surfaces, amplify value exponentially. PCGS or NGC slabs deliver trusted authentication, often boosting prices several times as buyers seek verified pieces. With huge original output but fewer top survivors and major errors intact, availability dwindles while U.S. collectors and investors push demand upward consistently. These 1970 no-mint mark dimes offer fantastic modern appeal, easy to find in old accumulations, low entry cost for basics, and tremendous leverage on varieties or errors that appreciate reliably as decimal hunting grows. The market tells the exciting story. Standard circulated 1970 Roosevelt dimes hold near face, uncirculated $5 to $30, strong FB $100 to $600 in elite grades. But exceptional high-grade examples, perhaps a dramatic off-center, multi-clipped, wrong planchette, or standout reverse of 1968 variety on the 1970 no-mint mark Roosevelt dime, certified pristine with superb eye appeal, have achieved a remarkable $12,220 at auction. $12,220 for one overlooked dime-turn numismatic star. Comparable top errors and varieties draw hundreds to thousands regularly, with ongoing upward pressure as fresh discoveries become rarer and competition builds. The 1970 Roosevelt dime with no mint mark shows why coin collecting stays thrilling. It's common enough to overlook, yet capable of delivering massive rewards through variety, era, and condition. Small size, big potential. So get searching. Pull out those old coin rolls, jars, albums, or family stashes. Examine every 1970 dime closely. Check for no mint mark, normal for Philly. Then look for torch band separation, reverse style quirks, off-centers, clips, extra strikes, or odd surfaces. One subtle clue could unlock real fortune. Next up, have you ever casually examined a 1977 Roosevelt dime with that tiny D mint mark from Denver and shrugged it off as ordinary pocket change? What if that small silver-colored disc, struck during the post-bicentennial boom, harbors a dramatic minting flaw or survives in flawless condition, propelling its value to $17,650 in a heated auction? This 1977 D Roosevelt dime stands out as a modern-era surprise package where huge production numbers meet rare accidents and perfection to create serious collector frenzy. If one has been lurking in your old change or family keepsakes, this is your cue to inspect it closely. Your next big discovery might be closer than you think. Produced at the Denver Mint in 1977, that D sits proudly above the date on the obverse. This dime follows the standard clad specs, 17.91 millimeters diameter, 2.268 grams, with a copper core clad in 75% copper, 25% nickel outer layers for reliable shine and wear resistance. The obverse bears John R. Sinek's enduring FDR portrait, left-facing, contemplative, with fine hair details, glasses outline, and the inscriptions Liberty Left, In God We Trust, arching top, date, and D below. The reverse showcases the iconic torch flanked by olive and oak branches, E pluribus unum on the ribbon, United States of America above, one dime below. Those torch bands are the make or break for full bands, FB, or full torch, foot, grading. Denver minted a staggering 376 million plus of these, flooding circulation and making typical worn circulated examples abundant, face value or $1 to $5 for decent ones. Uncirculated from rolls bring solid luster and sell $3 to $20 in MS63 to MS65, while full bands designations, torch lines fully separated and crisp, boost MS66 or MS67 pieces to $100 to $1,000 plus for standout eye appeal and sharp strikes. The path to big bucks lies in the mint eras and varieties that broke through quality control during high-volume runs. Seek out cap die strikes, obverse die cap creating a uniface, dome coin with blank reverse, dramatic off-center strikes, design pushed far off, showing large blank areas, multiple clips, rim notches from planchette feeding issues, wrong planchette errors, design on mismatched blank, double strikes, overlapping impressions, struck through objects, imprints from grease or wired debris, brockage, mirror image from stuck planchette, or missing clad layers, copper core exposed. Double dies at extra outlines on FDR's features, torch, or legends. These are singular mishaps, each one unique, and that exclusivity ignites passion among era collectors. Condition dictates the multiplier. Circulated errors can add hundreds to low thousands if dramatic, but uncirculated gems, MS65+, rolling luster, pinpoint sharpness, minimal marks, explode the potential. Professional slabs from PCGS or NGC authenticate and elevate prices as buyers trust certified rarities. With massive original mintage but scarce pristine errors and high-grade survivors, supply tightens over time while demand from U.S. enthusiasts, era specialists, and smart investors keeps rising steadily. This 1977 D offers classic modern appeal, widely available to hunt, modest cost for basics, explosive rewards on eras of varieties that appreciate as decimal coin interest surges. The market numbers fuel the excitement. Circulated standards near face, uncirculated $5 to $30, strong FB $150 to $1,000 plus in top grades. But elite mint errors in pristine uncirculated condition deliver the headline shocks. A spectacular high-grade example, such as a dramatic obverse cap die, severe off-center, multi-clip planchette, or major struck-through or brockage on the 1977 D Roosevelt dime, certified with exceptional eye appeal and preserved perfection, has realized an outstanding $17,650 at auction. $17,650 for one tiny minting anomaly turned collector icon. Comparable standout errors consistently achieve hundreds to thousands, with continued upward momentum as new finds dwindle and bidding intensifies. The 1977 Roosevelt dime embodies why dime hunting stays addictive. It's familiar, tiny, yet packed with potential for fortune through era drama and condition rarity. Don't let it slip by. Dive into your coin jars, old wallets, inherited boxes, or loose change piles right now. Magnify every 1977 D-dime. Check the D mark, torch bands of separation, then hunt off centers, clips, extra strikes, blank sides, odd imprints, or copper flashes. One anomaly could be your game changer. Next up, have you ever thumbed through a stack of old US dimes from the late 70s and spotted a 1979 Roosevelt with no mint mark below FDR's neck, thinking it's just standard Philly coinage? What if that unassuming 10-cent piece conceals a jaw-dropping mint era or gem-level preservation, rocketing its worth to $1,000 in a fierce auction showdown? This 1979 no-mint mark Roosevelt dime is a modern collector's dream, blending everyday abundance with ultra-rare anomalies that turn casual finds into headline money. If you've got one buried in a drawer, jar, or inherited roll, grab your magnifier. This breakdown could reveal your next major score. This 1979 Roosevelt dime rolled out exclusively from the Philadelphia Mint, where no mint mark was used on circulating strikes. The PE debuted on dimes in 1980. It's the familiar clad format, 17.91 millimeters round, 2.268 grams, copper core clad in 75% copper, 25% nickel layers for enduring brightness and durability. The obverse displays John R. Sinek's FDR portrait, left-facing, introspective gaze, intricate hair and glasses details, Liberty left side, In God We Trust curving overhead, date 1979 below. The reverse holds the enduring torch of liberty between olive and oak branches, E pluribus unum ribbon, United States of America top, 1 dime bottom, torch bands that separate fully for coveted full bands, FB, grading. Philadelphia struck over 350 million of these, so typical circulated examples, worn from nearly half a century in pockets and tills, are commonplace and hover at face value or $1 to $5 for sharper circulated pieces. Uncirculated from original rolls shine with luster and fetch $3 to $20 in MS63 to MS65, while full bands designations, those torch lines completely split, crisp end to end, lift MS66 or MS67 coins to $100 to $1,000 plus for pristine examples with outstanding strike and eye appeal. The true fireworks ignite with mint errors and varieties that dodged inspection during high output years. Prime targets include dramatic off-center strikes, design shoved far aside, exposing large blank fields. The greater the offset, the higher the premium. Multiple curved clips, rim notches from misfed planchets, wrong planchette strikes, Roosevelt design forced onto incorrect blanks, double or triple strikes, overlapping hits, often off-center, struck through greased debris, leaving impressions off filled areas, brockage, mirror image from stuck planchette, cap die, domed uniface coin. Or, missing clad layers, copper core showing through. Doubled dies reveal extra outlines on FDR's A, torch, or inscriptions. Each is a unique production fluke, no identical twins, and that singularity sparks bidding wars among era aficionados. Grading is the ultimate accelerator. Circulated errors might boost value by hundreds to low thousands if the mistake is bold, but uncirculated standouts, MS65+, vibrant cartwheel luster, pinpoint detail, clean fields, multiply rewards dramatically. PCGS or NGC slabs guarantee authenticity, driving buyer confidence and often several times price jumps for certified rarities. Massive mintage means plenty started life, but gem errors and high-grade survivors dwindle fast, fueling steady demand from American collectors, error chasers, and investors eyeing tangible growth. These 1979 no-mint mark dimes deliver perfect modern hunt vibes, super accessible in old accumulations, low barrier for entry-level pieces, and lottery-style upside on major errors that appreciate as decimal series enthusiasm builds. The market reality packs the punch. Circulated standards near face, uncirculated $5 to $30, elite FB $150 to $1,000 plus in prime condition. But top-tier mint errors in pristine uncirculated state create the blockbuster moments. A phenomenal high-grade specimen. Imagine a severe off-center, multi-clip planchette, wrong planchette mismatch, or dramatic struck-through or brockage on the 1979 no-mint mark Roosevelt dime, slab with superb eye appeal and flawless preserve features, has hammered for an astonishing $23,000 at auction. $23,000 for one small mint mishap transformed into numismatic gold. Similar standout errors regularly draw hundreds to thousands, with strong ongoing climb as new examples surface less often and competition ramps up. The 1979 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark captures the essence of smart coin hunting, tiny, overlooked, yet loaded with potential for fortune via error excitement and condition scarcity. It's proof that even coins from recent decades can surprise big. So dive in today, scour those coin jars, old purses, family tins, or change piles. Pull every 1979 dime, confirm no mint mark, normal for Philly, then zoom in, hunt off centers, rim clips, extra strikes, odd impressions, copper peaks, or torch quirks. One overlooked imperfection could be your windfall. Found a promising one? Share the story or clear photo in the comments. The group here loves spotting and celebrating these gems. Stay vigilant, keep inspecting, and remember, your everyday dime might secretly be extraordinary. Until the next big reveal, happy hunting.